Hello, in this video we will be making a tag using Paint Shop Pro and using a free tube from Barbara Jensen, a free scrap kit from Caramelized Scraps, and a written tutorial from Dragonfly PSP. Please see the description box below for instructions on where to find the written tutorial and the materials used in this video. Let's get started. Please open a canvas 750 by 750 at 72 dpi raster background, and the color will be white. And then click OK. To begin, you will want to go to Edit, which is the big orange button. Go to File, Workspace, and make sure Essentials is checked. This is the workspace we will need to make our tag. To open Paper 1, right-click, hold, and drag to your workspace. This is how you will open your elements for your tag. Next, we will copy and paste our paper into our new canvas. To do that, you will hit Control-C and then Control-V onto your canvas. That is how you will copy and paste all of your elements to your canvas. We will now add our mask. Go to Layers, Load and Save Mask, and Load Mask from Disk. Find Mask 321, click on it, make sure Fit to Canvas, Hide All Mask, and Source Luminance is checked. Click Load. Go to Effects, Texture Effects, Blinds. You will want to use a width of 3, an opacity of 50, a color of white. Horizontal and light from left top is checked. Click OK. Open Mask 347, making sure it is selected, copy and paste into your new canvas. You want to go to Image, Mirror, Mirror Horizontal, and then move your mask like I am doing until it is sitting right here. Open Frame 1 and copy and paste to your canvas. Go to Image, Resize. Make sure by percentage is checked. It is at 40%. And on your advanced settings, make sure Resize All Layers is unchecked and then click OK. Move your frame until it is sitting in your canvas like this. Next, rename this Frame 1. Next, we will want to copy and paste our tube onto our canvas. Go to Image, Resize, and resize by 90%, making sure Resize All Layers is unchecked. Next, you will want to make sure your tube layer is below your frame layer by clicking and dragging it below. Next, position your tube so her face is sitting in the frame like this. Next, select your magic wand, making sure your Frame 1 layer is selected. Select the inside of the frame, go to Selections, Modify, Expand, expand by 10, and hit OK. Then go to Selections, Invert, and then making sure that your tube layer is selected, hit Delete on the keyboard. Your tube face should be sitting in the frame like mine. Go to Selections and click Select None, and then rename your tube layer Face Tube. Next, we will go to Effects, Texture Effects, and we will apply the same blinds as before. Next, you will duplicate the frame layer, and then you will move that copy below the other frame layer so it is sitting in the canvas like this. Then you will duplicate the face tube layer and move it underneath the frame like this, and then you are going to go to Image, Mirror, Mirror Horizontal, and reposition it. Next, we will add a drop shadow to our Frame 1 layer. Go to Effects, 3D Effects, Drop Shadow. You want a 0 vertical, a horizontal of 5, an opacity of 55, a blur of 15, color black, shadow on new layer unchecked, and click OK. Next, you want to move your face tube layer up above your copy of face tube. Take your frame 1 face tube and merge. Next, you will take copy of frame 1, move it down until it is above copy of face tube. Apply the same shadow to copy of frame 1, and then merge these two layers also. Next, call the top one frame 1 and the bottom one frame 2. We will be working below our frame layers. Copy and paste element 12. Go to image, resize, and we are going to resize by 25%. Grab your flower and move it so it is sitting on the top of your tag like this. Paste element 19 and resize by 30%. You will move your element up like this so it is sitting on top of your purple flower. Paste element 7, go to image, mirror, mirror horizontal, go to image, free rotate 20 degrees to the left, all layers unchecked, and then resize it by 35%. Next, we will want to move it up next to the purple flower like this. Paste element 20 and resize by 20%. Move until it is just above your purple flower and your other flower like this. Paste element 5 and resize by 25%. Move it until it is sitting right over your owl and right above your blue flower. Paste element 16, resize by 20%, and move it right here. Apply element 2, go to image, resize by 20%, and then move it so it is right next to your blue flower like this. Paste spray 1 and position it like it is on my tag. We will now be working above our frame layers. Paste element 11 and resize by 30%. Duplicate this layer and then go to image, mirror horizontal, image, flip horizontal, and move this leaf so it is sitting on the frame like this, and move this leaf so it is sitting on the frame like this. Paste element 12, resize by 20%, and move it so it is sitting right here on your tag. Paste element 17 and resize by 15%. Duplicate this layer, and the bottom one we will free rotate 40 degrees to the right, and the top one we will rotate 20 degrees to the left. Move one here and move one down here right above your flower right there. Paste element 15, resize by 18%, and rotate 20 degrees, and then move it to where it sits right here. Paste element 6, resize by 20%, and move it where it sits right about here on your tag. Next, you will paste your tube and resize by 65%, and you will move it so it is sitting like this on the tag. Then we will duplicate our flower layer, and then we will move it above the tube and set it so it looks like this on the tag. We are now working between our tube layer and our second flower layer. Paste element 8, go to image and resize by 15%. And move it so it is right there beside your flower layer, behind it. Paste element 4, resize by 20%. And position it right with your flower right here and move it down below. Paste element 3, resize by 18%, and then position it down here. Paste element 13, resize by 20%, and add it right about here above the layers. Paste element 16 and resize by 20% and move it to right about here. Paste element 10, resize by 20%, and then free rotate 80 degrees to the right and place it right about here. Paste element 2, resize 20%, and then free rotate 90 degrees to the left. And then position it right about here. Paste your word art and resize it by 15% and move it so it sits right above your flowers and items here. Final step is to add a name. Use any script font you want, any size. And then just move it so it is below your word art, just like this. Your final step is to add your credits to your tag like I have done. The credits are on the tube, just copy and paste. Tags make great gifts for your family and friends. Imagine receiving this beautiful picture that your friends and family can use on their emails, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, any other social media sharing site. I want to show you how to save it so you can change the name later on. You're going to select all of your layers but your text layer. And then you are going to merge selected. That way the text layer is the only layer that can be changed. Then you're going to go to Save As, and you're going to save it as whatever you want to save it, and you're going to save it as a PSP image. And then just click Save. This is only the beginning. BarbaraJensenTubes.com has hundreds of tubes and hundreds of scrap kits that you can use to make unique tags for your family and friends. You can even remake this tag, switching the elements around, resizing, and just making it your own creation. So have fun and happy creating.